El King, Miranda Lambert, Drunk and I Don't Want to Go Home on B105, Northland's number one for new country. It's Ken and Lauren, and welcome to Friday, TGIF.
TGIF.
Only thing is, Friday, it's like one of our last Fridays in July.
Why do you have to go there?
Nate Smith, Bulletproof, B105. It's a breakfast club with Ken and Lauren. We have the B105 Buzz, brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is very random. You know, we've had a lot of celebrities visiting Minnesota and Wisconsin over the past few years. Maybe it's catching on, but Henry Winkler, also known as Fonzie from Happy Days.
Hey.
Gene from Barry, he's won a ton of awards for that performance.
Did he win awards for that? Because I love that series,
Yeah, he
Barry.
won a ton. He won his first Emmy for it.
It's a good series on HBO I watched.
Yeah, so he was in Wisconsin last weekend. I guess he and two of his Happy Days co-stars, they went to a very small town car show, and it was cute because so many people were sharing photos with him, and he was just smiling and happy. He went to a local restaurant, talked to everybody. So I just thought that was random, but fun. So you can see some of those photos.
Where was that?
B105country.com. So it was the Iola car show. So I think Central Wisconsin. And then Clintonville, Wisconsin is where he went to a restaurant. So
Cool.
not a place that you would think you would see a celebrity.
At a small car show? No.
No.
Hey, do you know that Herm and Joyce, they listen all the time. Mm-hmm. They met him on, I think they got to tell us.
That like doesn't surprise me at all.
No, they
that
met him on, I think it was like on one of their first dates or something like that. I don't know. I can't.
Oh my gosh, that's cool on like a first date. That's like
Yeah.
a good sign. If you like the actor.
Who would you want to be brought to meet on your first date? Matthew Gubler or whatever his name is?
No, because my fiance is a little annoyed with me that's my celebrity crush and that I named my car after him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I don't think he'd handle that well.
embarrassing.
Donnie Wahlberg, I don't know.
Oh, please. Okay.
You asked,
I know,
so I
yeah,
gotta.
right.
I should put that question up on our
There you
Facebook
go. That's a
page.
question. Yeah, for sure. There's something really cool, real quick. If you got an extra $930 I can borrow?
Not particularly.
All right. Well, because if you did, I could rent a private island for a night on
That's a
Pelican
lot.
Lake and Ore. Great fishing up there. Great fishing up
So
there.
you said $900 something dollars.
$930 a night. Yeah.
Okay, if you split that with like 9 people, it's not bad.
Well, that's perfect because there's 9 bedrooms in this, and they can sleep 20 people across it. So look at that.
And that's not bad.
I think that's a heck of a deal. But there's a bunch of places and resorts you can actually rent a private island in Minnesota.
Wow.
I did not know that. Some of them are more affordable, like $450 a night. You know, I could do that. I could swing that. A couple people. A little GoFundMe, you know.
That's the kind of thing GoFundMe is made for.
Yeah, basically, right. But anyway, that's on the B105 app. You can check that out. If you're looking to rent an island, you'd be the owner of an island for a night.
I'd be kind of like a little creeped out to sleep on an island. So
Why?
it's like if you hear something or you see something, it's probably like a monster or Bigfoot.
That makes total sense, right? There you go.
Does it? I don't know if it does.
Outdoors
Okay.
with Lauren, a new segment we're going to
you.
do. Tyler Hubbard
you.
coming up next here on B105 Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren's Country Lowdown.
So Brantley Gilbert, he was at Bayfront Festival Park last night, and just great timing because he also just announced a brand new album, and it's very fitting because it's called Tattoos.
Okay. That's why you were Googling tattoos earlier. Not that I saw what you were doing, but I walked by and you were Googling tattoo
Was it
stuff.
a picture of Brantley Gilbert?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, but I saw
That's
you.
what it was, because I was like, okay, I know he has tattoos, but then everyone was like, I didn't know he had this many tattoos.
It's like, Lauren's getting a tattoo, huh?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Getting a tattoo of Brantley Gilbert, aren't you?
That's it. No, I am not. But I was Googling tattoos to try to learn more about the album, which I did. So
Okay.
it comes out, and now I know that you're looking at what I'm looking at. It's all just country stuff. September 13th, and it has a new song called Me in My House with Struggle Jennings and Denim Jones on it. And he released that this week along with this news. But there's also a Gary LaVox duet on there, which I'm excited to hear their
With
voices
Brantley
together.
Gilbert?
Yeah, it's called
That's interesting.
God Isn't Country. Very interesting.
Wow.
And then, of course, his current single with Ashley Cook, Over When We're Sober. There's 10 songs total, and he helped write every single one, which is cool. So see the album cover, b105country.com. It's got people talking, you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Because you see all his tattoos. Anyway, Shabuzi, he just announced a tour. And it will be in Minnesota later this year. Monday, September 2nd, he will be in Minneapolis at the First Avenue venue. But it's only $22.50 to get tickets. He's
That's cheap.
turning into a major star, so it's kind of a good chance to see him.
Good
before.
timing, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So go to our concert calendar for more details on that. And then 1 week from today, Jordan Davis just announced he has a new song coming out. It's called I Ain't Saying.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a love song, an angry song, but
Have
it will
you
be out.
had an angry song? I don't think
No,
so.
I would love to see it though, because he sings these really cute.
They're really soft ballads. You know?
Yeah, and I want him to get like angry.
Yeah, well, that's kind of your kind of country.
I mean, I
isn't
do
it?
love Miranda after all, so.
Right. Well, Lauren's Country Lowdown. Very revealing. Thank you, Lauren.
I actually learned a lot about you.
What did I do?
I got to be careful what I Google over here.
Oh, B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Okay, we're redeeming ourselves, hopefully. The 710
Oh my
laugh
gosh,
off.
that was just,
I thought I had some good jokes, but, sometimes they just don't land.
Yeah.
Like you expect, right?
yeah, like an airplane.
I'll start.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Go for it.
Lauren, my dog ate my programming homework. Took him just a couple bites.
That was good.
Kilobytes, megabytes.
Yeah, I get it.
Bytes, get it?
All right, this is kind of a risky joke, so I'm going to go for it. Ken, I really wanted to make a joke about leeches. It sucked. Why are you glaring at me?
I wasn't glaring.
You weren't amused.
I was kind of amused.
I didn't know if I could say that on the radio.
Sucked?
Yeah.
You've said worse.
I know, but I'm just extra paranoid these days.
No, you're fine. I think. You ever had a leech?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, gross.
There's lots in my fridge at all times, too. Can we stop doing that?
Well, you got to talk to your fiance about that.
I don't like
one.
that.
Lauren, what do big data engineers use in their work? Excel spreadsheets.
That was
Extra
good.
large Excel spreadsheet.
That was good.
All right.
God, my friends keep telling me to cheer up, that it could be a lot worse. I could be trapped inside an underground hole filled with water. I know they mean well.
I had no idea where you were going with
I know. My execution was good,
Underground hole filled with water. Oh my god.
No, I'm so excited.
Too much. Too much.
I had to redeem myself.
Congratulations,
Thank
Lauren.
you. Thank you.
I think you won the week on that one. Whatever.
We ended up on a tie.
Did we? Well,
But it's better than a loss.
for both of us, sure. Right. Okay, Scotty McCreary, your brain teaser question. That's coming up next year on B105. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Good morning. Got your brain teaser question. Yesterday's real quick. It actually changed my life yesterday.
It changed your life
Anyway,
yesterday.
10% of us eat this in our car at least once a month, and it was the answer was French fries. And then yesterday, I was thinking, I was driving around. I'm like, I don't know if I had enough for lunch. I'm like, I'm gonna get some French fries.
So basically, what you're saying is I inspired you to
No,
eat
but
French
then I
fries.
realized why I'm thinking of it. It's because earlier in the morning, subconsciously,
Yeah.
so I stopped myself.
Yeah.
But
So
I might get some fries today. We'll see.
wait, so you didn't get
I
French
didn't
fries?
get French fries. And I thought I'd get some
I
at
don't think
Bayfront.
I did either. Sad.
And then things got crazy at Bayfront and
I know.
Energy. And so that's okay.
Very chaotic day.
There'll be more French fries in my future, I'm sure.
Today, make it happen. Okay, 7 out of 10 people think it's rude to do this as soon as the plane lands. What is it?
So the plane lands. Everybody seems to do this. I'm guilty of doing this.
Okay.
I don't think it was rude, but I guess a lot
I've
of people
probably done this before, but like on accident, maybe.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Sometimes you have to do this.
do. Yeah, right.
But-
7 out of 10 people think it's rude to do this as soon as the plane lands. 727-B105. You can win some Papa Murphy's. We still got Papa Murphy's, right?
We sure do.
Yeah, Papa Murphy's. Come on. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Okay, get your brain teaser question. Take it away, Lauren.
7 out of 10 people think it is rude to do this as soon as the plane lands. What is it?
Okay, let's go to the phone. See what we got. Take some guesses. What's rude as soon as the plane lands? B105, what do you think?
Is it stand up in the aisle?
It's not stand up in the aisle, but I
Pet
think
peeve.
I
Pet
think
peeve.
what are people thinking when they do that?
Maybe they have a layover and they got to get to it.
I don't know, but
It's not the right answer. Thanks for calling, though.
thank you.
Yep. Hi, what's your guess?
It's like stand up and start getting ready.
No, but I think that's what everybody thinks now, and I agree with you. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to get off any faster, you know.
Right, exactly.
But try again, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi, what's your guess?
Get up and stand in the middle of the aisle.
Pet peeve.
No, it's not getting up and standing. Everybody else seems to think so too, though, so you're not alone.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Yep. Hi, what's your guess?
Hey, is it stand up?
Not standing up. Thanks for calling, though.
All right.
Yep. Hi, what's your guess?
Is it like go on your cell phone?
Yes. Right away, making a phone call, calling somebody.
Or FaceTiming someone.
Or FaceTiming.
Why do people do that? Like,
Or-
you don't need to FaceTime.
What did you say?
Oh, I said, I mean, I've done that before. Like if I'm waiting to like get a hold of my kids or something. So.
Yeah.
Or someone's picking you up. You got to let them know.
Here's the rules. You can't
Right.
FaceTime them, and then you can't be on speakerphone, and then it's not so rude. How about that?
Yeah, as long as like everyone else can't hear the whole conversation.
Sure,
I don't
exactly.
think we do that.
And then Lauren would say, keep your socks on during the flight and your shoes on
please.
during the flight.
Please.
Oh,
And don't whip out a sandwich.
yeah,
in the
don't take
middle.
your socks off.
Yeah, no, that should be banned. That's not ever good.
All right, congratulations. What's your name?
Jessica,
We got some Papa Murphys for you. Hang on, okay?
thanks.
I hope I get the chance to fly with you someday, Lauren,
No,
because I'm going to pack
no.
an egg salad sandwich and I'm going to take my shoes off halfway through the flight.
No. I like dry heave when someone does that. Because I'm like, tight quarters, please. Just
Okay.
if it's like a tuna sandwich, that's kind of like that's probably the worst. But like
Tuna?
a turkey sandwich, I feel like you can get away with that.
Egg salad.
That might be a little
It's a little stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm not planning on flying anywhere anytime soon. 728 B105. Look at your weather forecast. Coming up next, Breakfast Club Confessions, too, 740. Ooh, we'll see what happened this week.
Right.
Okay, details on the way with B105. B105 Breakfast Club. Ken and Lauren, good morning. Breakfast Club Confessions. Something we want to get off our chest. I'm going to talk about what happened last night. You were there for it.
Okay.
We were at...
There was just so many things, so I
it
just don't
was
know
a
how
little
to
bit chaotic.
how to narrow it down. Yeah.
So, our tickets were for us weren't at will call, so we had to get escorted back to get to introduce Rafe, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we got escorted through the line or whatever, and then we got our passes or whatever, and okay, which is great. We got down the line, and we got to wait for like 10, 15 minutes. I see the beer tent right there, and I'm like, I could go for a White Claw right now. It's a perfect day.
Did they have White Claw?
Yeah, they had the 25 ounce, 24 ounce black
Is that the
cherry.
big can?
Yeah, the black cherry. It's my favorite flavor. White
That
Claw.
is. It's the best flavor.
And you know what? People can come at me because they like White Claws. I don't care.
They're refreshing
I don't
on
care.
a summer day, whatever.
I don't need your opinion. But anyway, so I was going to go get my White Claw, and I walk up, and I have cash in hand because I never have cash. But I'm
Right.
like, I'm saving this cash I have, this wad of cash, which was $27.
Where'd you get that?
I had it left over from the weekend.
Oh, I was going to say, I want that.
I think it was golfing in Anger, and I had that. Anyway, I had that for the beverage girl that's coming by. See, I'm planning things out here, okay?
You know what? That is a good planning ahead. I didn't know that you had done so much planning about this.
So I walked up and I go, I'd like one White Claw, please. And then nobody snickered that I was asking for a White Claw, but they looked at me and the exact words were, I'm sorry, sir, I cannot serve you. I know you are of age, but you do not have a drink wristband on. And I went,
Yeah, you got to get that.
I went, really? Well, I didn't have the chance because we got escorted through the
I
line at
know.
the beginning, so I didn't even know that was a thing. So you have to go back and get one. And I'm like, well, I got to go all the way back to the entrance and then go back through the line. I don't have
Right.
time because I got to go back here. I got to introduce in a few minutes,
Right.
you know? So, anyway, so then I walked away and I thought, well, maybe if I try a different tent. I went to another
Did
tent.
you try another tent?
Yeah, on our way to the lemonade stand. And then they said the same thing. I said, what about if I gave you my ID? I have that right here. And they go, no, you can't. I'm like, okay.
It's good that they take it so
I
seriously.
guess so. I thought I could sneak one by
Hey,
them.
I
but-
bought you a refreshing lemonade because
then-
you had been through it.
So then Lauren bought me a lemonade. Thank you very much. And I chugged that lemonade. So
You
maybe
drink it
it's,
so fast.
so maybe it's a good thing I didn't have that White Claw because I was really thirsty.
You drank it so fast, the lemonade. It was big.
I love lemonade, though.
Yeah, you had been through it, so I was like, you know,
It's okay.
I'm going to do something nice for you.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that.
I have a breakfast club probably from this week because, you know, I'm in the middle of moving and that just brings out the worst in people.
You've been
But
stressed.
I have one from a few weeks ago that I forgot about that's so embarrassing and I felt like it should be shared to give people a laugh.
Okay.
So, you know, I went to go see Donnie Wahlberg. I mean, New Kids on the Block with my mom the day after Grandma's
Featuring
marathon.
Donnie Wahlberg, yes.
And the only reason I went to this concert is to see Donnie Wahlberg. That's not a secret.
Yeah, so
Bobby
you-
knows, you know.
You don't even know the music.
I knew some of the songs,
okay.
but like there were major fangirls. It's like me with the Jonas Brothers. You know, it's like that. The New Kids on the Block wasn't my era, but I love Donnie Wahlberg. And I was very nice fans. I told everyone, I'm a poser. I'm just here to see Donnie, right?
Right.
So it was at a casino, and my mom and I stayed overnight. because it's kind of far away. So got us a hotel room, and then I parked. I was kind of confused by the parking situation because I was staying overnight and all the parking lots were like, no overnight parking. So finally I asked a guy, he's like, yeah, you should be fine down here. You can just park here. I'm like, okay, are you sure? He's like, yeah. Go check in. And the guy's like, oh, you should have just valeted your car. I'm like, well, it's like a mile away. This is where I parked, took a picture. Is this fine? He's like, that should be fine, I think. I'm like, that's not really encouraging. But at this point, it was so hot and I parked so far away. Of course, my mom rolled up, did the valet. But anyways, so the next morning I go to my car and all the doors are locked to this garage where they told me to park my car.
So your car is locked inside.
Yeah, but I can see it. And I'm like, how do I get to my car? So I spent an hour trying to find my car. Finally, I'm in this random parking garage. There's no one around. A sweet man on a golf cart rolls up and he said, ma'am, do you drive this type of car? And he said, with this bumper sticker on the back. I said, yeah, that's me. He goes, you're the absolute last person to get their car. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't know where it is though. So he's like, get on this golf cart. So he golf carted.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, sir, can I please send you some money on Venmo? He's like, no, I saw you walking around. I felt bad for you. So I was so embarrassed.
Hey, it's better than it being towed.
That's true. And I was like, well, I was told I could park down here. He's like, sweetie, don't worry about it. I'm like, but I was told to park here. I don't know where I am. And he's like, it's totally fine, but you are the last person. I was like, I wouldn't be if I
It's always good when a good Samaritan sees you in
Such a
distress
sweet
and
man.
feels sorry for you.
And I was like, please accept some money. He's like, no, I can't. I'm like,
Well, that's cute.
I was like, can I buy you coffee?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was supposed to meet my mom somewhere, and she's like, where are you? I'm like,
Lauren's Country Lowdown on a Friday. What do we got going on?
So obviously everyone is weighing in on the national anthem debacle.
Oh, man.
with
We're
Ingrid
going to let
Andress.
this go.
But here's the thing. A lot of country stars have been super, positive and uplifting. Like, I saw Breland share, it was like a clip of them singing on stage together and saying, look how amazing she sounds. Like, a lot of people are really saying, you're brave and you're going to get through this and everything like that. And
I hope so.
And, country artists are being asked about it because it's what's topical. So Randy Houser, he was just doing a radio interview. And at first when he started off, I'm like, oh, I don't like where this is going. He was asked about it and he said, well, I've performed drunk many times over the years. I've never sounded like that. He says, it's an honor to be asked to sing the national anthem and you should respect it. And he's like, I really don't know how you screw it up like she did. But then he said,
Wow.
yeah, so I was like, oh, kind of cringy. But then he said that basically she's feeling worse than anybody right now. And he said, I know she can sing. She has a record deal. She's an amazing songwriter. It's not easy to make it in Nashville. And she did it all by herself, And so he said, we have to forgive her, and then she has to forgive herself, figure out her life, move on, and she'll be totally fine.
Right.
So I think he was just kind of making light of it to start.
He said he admitted to performing drunk many times.
Yeah, he said that he hasn't done it for a long time, but he's like, yeah, I mean,
I think he was down. No, it's a true story.
Okay.
He was down when it was the Sports Garden before it was Grandma's Event Center, whatever it's called now. It was back in the Sports Garden. He was there performing, and I think went on his tour bus or something to talk to him beforehand, and he had a solo cup full of whiskey, and he was.
Oh, that just sounds gross.
And this was like the time. This is right when your Boots On was a big song, or whatever, and then he was. Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah, he says he hasn't
was good. He was good.
He said he hasn't done it for a long time. But a lot of country stars are sober.
I was thinking, they become sober. I was thinking that night, too, that was the night that I think it was his guitarist, threw his guitar into the crowd.
Oh, no, why?
And then later, the next day, it was this huge thing, trying to track down who he threw the guitar to because he wanted it back. Well, don't throw the guitar into the crowd.
Yeah, that
dummy.
was probably really expensive.
I remember that.
What an intense thing to do, but
yeah,
okay.
That was back, 09.
He did say, I haven't done it for a long time, but yeah, that would be embarrassing. But meanwhile, Ingrid Andress, she's seeing a major surge in sales. Plays on her music have more than doubled on some platforms. Now, I know that they say all press is good press. Maybe this is an example of that. But it probably opened people's eyes to who she was. And
look what happened when Morgan Wallen got canceled, and his album sales for was it Dangerous?
Yeah, I think it
through
was
the
dangerous,
roof.
right?
Yeah, and then he donated all that money to those causes.
Yeah. So, anyways, you can read the latest on that, b105country.com. And then new music today from Maddie and Tay, Josh Turner, Cole Swindell, and Brett Young.
B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning. And here we go with what's going on in the theaters. Hollywood Haze, the big movie this weekend. No one really wants to compete with it.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't want to.
It's the summer blockbuster Twisters, starring your boy.
This is like a new crush that I've developed. I wouldn't call it a crush, but Glenn Powell's kind of like...
He's Hollywood's newest heartthrob.
That's exactly, yes, that was a good way to put it. Like, he's been in things before, but the past few years, I feel like he's kind of skyrocketed to movie star status.
So here's the synopsis. Daisy Edgar Jones stars as Kate Cooper, former storm chaser, haunted by a devastating encounter with a tornado during her college years. She's lured back to the open plains by her friend Javi, which is played by Anthony Ramos. In test a groundbreaking new tracking system. There, she crosses paths with Tyler Owens, played by Glenn Powell, who's a charming, reckless social media superstar. Which makes sense because that's a lot of people do that now these days. Anyway, they all converge and they all find themselves in the path of some of the worst storms ever.
Yeah, so I pulled up this thing. It's like all the different reviews about it, and it's getting a lot of, there's no like really bad reviews. I mean, it got a 3 out of 5 a few times, but it also has like a 5 out of 5 from The Telegraph.
Yeah.
This is my favorite review from Entertainment Weekly, A-. It said, Twisters is hot, dumb, and fun, just like a great summer movie should be.
Yeah.
And I say, exactly. We don't need to think.
Hot, dumb, and fun.
We don't need an intense movie we have to Google after. We want hot, dumb, and fun.
Somebody said, lean into the insanity and you'll have fun, even if the film would have been better off doing that itself. If you're looking for a fun escape at your local theater this weekend, consider giving Twisters a whirl. I liked this one. See what you think about this. This is Victoria.
Okay.
Filmsandreview.com. She goes, zero charisma between Edgar Jones and Powell. Edgar Jones doesn't even give Hollywood's newest sexy heartthrob a look. Fragile Edgar Jones single-handedly saves a town from disaster as limping Powell stays safe in a shelter. Okay,
That's kind of like a spoiler.
well, I guess, whatever. My bad. But, I mean...
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, they shouldn't be putting that in the review.
Well, we know that, what's happening. I mean, spoiler alert, there's going to be tornadoes.
That's true. And
there's some other
I feel
spoilers I
like
read
Glenn
there.
probably saved the day, too.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's getting overall really good reviews. So, you got to see it, right?
I know.
You got to see it. So, there you go.
Absolutely.
That's all that's in the theater. Well, there's other things in theaters, too, but that's what we're all talking about.
That's the main
here,
thing,
right?
yeah.
Okay, B105. B105, Northland's number one for new country. It's Ken and Lauren, and here we go with some jerk today. Interesting enough. I sent you the photo of this because I feel like this could be a warning for you, Lauren.
I'm so sad.
There's a Florida. This happened in Florida, of course.
No,
Walton County Sheriff's Office. They said they were monitoring a bear on the side of the road that looked depressed.
No, I'm so sad. He looks devastated. This
bear, the black bear, sitting next to. Imagine how hot it is in Florida. I didn't think they had bears.
I didn't think they had bears.
I didn't know that. But anyway, the bear was hanging out next to a light pole or whatever,
Sad.
and some people approached it trying to take selfies with the bear.
Gosh.
How stupid are you?
Well, people still try to take photos with moose and bison and
They're
stuff.
wild
It's
animals.
like,
They don't
do
care
we
if
not
you live or
learn?
die.
Oh, I would love a selfie with a bear, but I've never tried, and I'm not going to try. So don't worry about me.
That's what this reminded me when I was down in Minong last weekend. I think it was Friday.
Yeah, you saw a bear.
We were driving right out of Totogatic County Park or whatever, and there was a black bear and a cub right next to him.
So jealous.
That's even more dangerous when the cub's nearby because
Yeah.
mama bear gets protective. Right?
Exactly.
We tried to take a photo. I slowed down. I stopped, but couldn't get the phone out in time. The bear took off. So, but it was cool. It was cool to see. But yeah, guys, keep your space. Don't try to take a selfie with a black bear or with a wild animal of any kind, really.
But we need to talk about how sad this bear looks.
He doesn't look very happy.
It says that the bear has shown signs of severe stress, so that's just another reason you shouldn't try to take a selfie. But it's just
Stay away from the bear.
he looks so sad. I hope he's okay.
As my wife said,
Save the bear.
As my wife said on vacation, don't poke the bear.
I think she was referring to something else there, but I get what you're saying.
Hey, well, a stressful vacation. B105, Florida Georgia line, get your shine on. Hey, perfect, because we want to hear something bright and sunny here from Lauren.
Yeah, so, we talk about TikTok a lot and social media stars, if you will, but there's also famous YouTubers that have millions and millions of followers, and one who actually happens to be one of the most successful. His name is Mr. Beast.
I know Mr. Beast.
Yeah, so
Jimmy.
he just removed 17,000 tons of ocean trash, and he did this by talking to other social media influencers and fans and did something good. So basically, he kind of started this campaign to raise money and get volunteers and everything like that to take trash out of the ocean.
Oh, that's good.
And he did this in a lot of different steps. I won't go through them all, but at the end, he got a bunch of influencers and his fans and organizations and whatnot to all team together, and they were able to do this. They were able to donate a lot of money and everything like that. And I just think that's cool that, a YouTuber is doing something for good, because that might not be the most fun video that he's going to make or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's not going to
Well, he's got tons
get
of
the most clicks, but
He's a
doing something
hard-working
good.
dude too. I mean, to do what he's done, he works really hard. And so when I was a kid, we watched like cartoons and we watched Nickelodeon, like Hey Dude and
Yeah.
Doug and that kind of stuff.
Love Doug.
And then Saved by the Bell. My kids just watch YouTubers.
Yeah.
That's all they watch all day long. So I know them all. And Mr. Beast is I can tolerate him. There's a few ones I can tolerate that I'm okay with. And some I actually like.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Trahan, I think he's a great YouTuber, and he actually, we were pulling through Eau Claire, Wisconsin on our trip, and we came up and it was a Frazzoli's fast food
That sounds
Italian
so good
restaurant.
right now.
Have you ever had one of that?
No, but I think about it
Yeah.
because I want to.
But I was like, oh, I know that from the Ryan Trahan videos, and my kids were like, oh my gosh, he pays attention. So
Wow, look at you. Well,
YouTuber's
Mr.
doing
Beast has
good.
done a lot too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he over 4th of July weekend built 100 homes for disaster-stricken families. So he's doing a lot. I appreciate that.
Springsteen, B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. B105 Workday Kickoff, commercial free, coming up for your Friday, which means we'll get right into the day and get you through it. And you have permission to leave early today from work.
Are you giving me permission or other people
I'm
permission?
giving everybody permission. I'll even write a note for anybody who wants one. I'll write a
Is
note.
that the same as like a doctor's note? a Ken Hayes note.
That works.
I'll use it. I'll use it to get out of work. Can you write me one?
You don't need one.
I know I'm already here.
Yeah, you're here. But you can, I'm just saying, get out and enjoy the weekend. I'll write you a note. Just hit me up on the B105 app. I'll get you all. We can make money on this too.
We could. That might be illegal. I don't know if it's illegal.
Schmeagle, who cares? Okay, well, Workday Kickoff's next on B105. Kenny Chesney, no shoes, no shirt, no problem on B105. And we'll see you later. You have a great, fantastic weekend.
Have a great weekend.
I'll be here for the pontoon party tomorrow night, Saturday. So, we'll see you then. And then Monday, we'll have a lot of fun. So, have a fantastic weekend. If you see Twisters, are you going to go see Twisters without me?
I don't think I have time.
Oh, yeah, you're busy. That's good.
But it's killing me not to see it. That's a movie you got to see on the big screen.
Next week, we'll go.
Okay. Please, promise.
Promise.
Discount Tuesday.
Do they even do that anymore?
I think it's $6.